Hello, loved ones. I have a story to tell, and I wanted to begin by showing you a river of light. A river of light is any pathway that leads to the light, and the light is always with us. I am here to communicate to you a whole bunch of miracles. A miracle that many of you will think of as disaster. Yes, Misty Haven, the home of Tomado Academy, was burned to the ground physically in the Palisades fire. Her spirit never dies. I am here to communicate to all of you that there is no death in the light. When we can live each moment of our lives in the miracle and the wonder of the river of light, everything is a miracle. Everything is wonder. Everything is new possibility. Do not give sorrow. Do not give empathy or compassion, because as you know, if you know me, it takes my fire down. I am a woman of fire. Tomado is built on fire and air from the invisible world, and we will go on. I want to convey a short story, and then I have so many long stories to tell. The long stories include what I was doing the day before the evacuation, was speaking to a loved one who, on paper, has been told that she has a limited time to live. My message to my loved one, and if you're listening, it does not change. There is no such thing as certainty or security in life. The one thing that is consistent in life is change. Fabien and I have always lived our lives with the belief that change is good. Absolute transformation, which can only occur through devastation, is good. The black dragon came and burned and purged, and I saw in vision a fountain of light that reached up to the sky, and I was in bliss. I was in wonder at the liberation of all good that went up and imprinted themselves in the sky, in the starlight. And I was in wonder and exaltation that all the negative that we collect in our house, all that nasty stuff that we can't seem to get rid of because we love our stuff, that it also just shot like a rocket, and everything was freed. Everything was purged, and I was set free. I was set free of all the stuff, whether I loved it or I didn't love it. There is a beauty of transformation, of being completely naked, with nothing but the shirt on my back. Yes, I got my computer and my hard drives, and nothing else. accept everything. I have a river of light. I have of the light of the soul because I am the way of Tomado. I live and I practice Tomado, which is transformation and go to the light. Achieve light, stay in the light. Misty Haven, for all of you that knew and loved the mothership of Tomado Academy, she's achieved illumination. She is literally imprinted in the sky. I saw in vision when it happened, and my first impulse was, wow! How can a house achieve Mahasamadhi? And my second thought was, oh, physical, material, I just lost the house. But loss is a funny word. Physical, material, yeah, trashed, gone, finito. Spirit, eternal, forever. How do we stay in the light, in the middle of what we perceive of as death sentences, as loss, as devastation? It's our hope. It's our faith, our belief that it is all as it should be. This inner belief that I practice through the Tomado work gives me the silence and the peace to trust, to ride the wave with more than just with absolute creativity that a new day is dawning. I will tell you another miracle. There's several. I have been given photos from Misty Haven, and everything is trashed except the bagua. If you know of the big magical instruments that are in our sacred garden, the bagua stands completely untouched, not even singed. And I will give you a secret why. There is a heather plant that I had planted years ago that was probably 15 feet high, with beautiful pink little bells that bloom at Christmas. I love this heather. And when we had the evacuation in December, the fire people were saying, you've got to harden the house, you can't have anything near the house in I don't know how many feet. And I'm looking at Misty Haven, which is surrounded by pine trees and my heather. And I wasn't going to cut her. And the heather in the photo that was given to me of the standing bagua has the arm of the heather protecting the bagua. The heather did not burn. The bagua did not burn. That's a miracle. I have to sit with that because that is such a strong message. Tamado's not done with this land. I am in service to Tomado. I thought, oh, it'd be really nice to have the instruments just kind of melted down into the ground, and then, okay, I get in I've been sleeping in my car. I just become a nomad and somehow make it to Europe so I can continue to teach you guys. I'm still coming to Europe. Hold that thought. Tomado's continuing. But if the Bagua is standing, I'm standing. Is that material? Can I change my mind? Of course. It's all possibility. I wanted to thank all of you that have been giving to the GoFundMe fund. It is true, I lost my car the night of the evacuation. I was zooming home from helping another person who had been given a death sentence. I don't believe in death sentences. And neither should you. No matter what bad news that you have, it ain't true. Just rise above like a bird and soar over it. So I'm zooming home because I'm also a practical girl and I had to get home and pack. And my car, my little 35-year-old Honda, which you guys that have been to Misty Haven know, it's the only car I've ever owned, stopped dead on a blind curve going up to the house. Dead. In the middle of the night, no lights. I call AAA, not possible for anybody to come in 2 hours. And that's a good reason to panic. And I didn't. I didn't because deep inside I trust I'm going to be helped. I call the sheriff's department, they come, they tow me up to the house. I've got to evacuate and I have a dead car. I trust. This is meditation and prayer. I pack everything into the car, and in morning when we have to get out, I sit in the car and I say, okay, little girl, one more time. Get me to Honda. I kickstart the car and roll it down the hill. It starts and I float. I float, I know what it is, on a wings, what is it? On the wings of a prayer. I glided down to Honda. I was able to get a car rental, and I've been sleeping in the car rental ever since. Look. We have to when we're in trouble. Remember, trouble is opportunity. When we feel stuff crashing down around us, everything is a surprise that we did not expect. Go into your Tama-Do stance. Go into your horse. Go into the Qigong stance and find that place of quiet. In the place of quiet, anything is possible. If you are reacting to everything bad that's happening, the guides can't reach us. I'm going to end with one other miracle. The first night, before I saw the vision of the house taking off, I was evacuated in the car and I was sleeping on the side of the road. It was very funny. I was in a location where I thought, oh, this is cool. There's no street lights. There's no cars. There's nobody here. Just a whole bunch of fire trucks going by. I thought, oh, that's cool. I can sleep well here. In the morning, I found out I was in an evacuation zone and nobody was there because there was a fire. But I was a little exalted. So I'm resting, but I'm not sleeping. I'm meditating. And I'm in my place of emptiness and trust. And Mary, Mother of God, shows up, not in prayer like some of you sent me in the photos, but with arms outstretched in blue robes, looking down at me, looking down at Misty Haven, and giving me a blessing. I was filled with such love. I pass that on to you. Whatever happens, those of us that open to the invisible, open to the guides, open to love, we're always protected. Because we don't need protection. We are always exalted. We're a bit illuminated. We're a bit joyful. We're a bit curious. We're a bit excited. Can you imagine? If everything that you have is just wiped out, how marvelous! Isn't that the spiritual way? I love you all, and I am so grateful for those of you that have been helping. Yes, I need a car. If you want to give to the whatever fund me thing is, I need a car. I don't need too much more at the moment. And if I can give to you some of my river of light, this is my mission. It's always my mission. I will be in touch with you. Don't worry for me. Don't cry for me. Don't feel sorry for me. Just be excited for me and save some for you. This is Tomado Academy on the road. I'll talk to you soon. Mwah.